I lost the only person I ever truly loved, and it's my fault. I watched her wait for me, believed I'd come back, and then I walked away. By the time I realized what I'd done, she had moved on. She was engaged to someone else, and I had nothing left but regret. This is the story of the girl I let go, and how one mistake ruined everything I ever wanted. I still don't know where to start. It's been years, but every time I think about her, that same sharp ache hits me in my chest. The kind that doesn't go away. Not fully, not ever. Her name was, well, she was my first everything. My first love, my first heartbreak, my first real connection. We met in high school. She went to that fancy private academy across town. One of those schools where the kids always have the newest phones, the perfect clothes, the perfect parents. And me? I was just a regular kid. Average family, average everything. No luxury, no vacations, nothing flashy. But she didn't care. I remember the day I told her I loved her. My hands were shaking so badly I thought she'd notice. I was scared out of my mind that she'd laugh, but she didn't. She just smiled, that warm, perfect smile, and said she felt the same. That night, we texted until sunrise. I didn't sleep a second. Every notification made my heart leap. I felt alive like never before. From that day on, she became my world. Our first kiss, the first movie we went to together, prom night, graduation. Every small thing felt monumental. I'd give anything to relive that year, even for just one day. Then came summer before college. I got accepted into a film program in New York City. She cried when she found out I had to leave, but she promised she'd wait. At the airport, she handed me a travel pillow and said, "So your neck doesn't get stiff while chasing your dreams." I remember thinking, she cared more about me than about anything else. I promised her I'd call every day. And I did. We Skyped almost every night. She stayed up late just to calm me down before exams. I swear I could feel her love through the screen, but slowly, quietly, things began to change. New city, new people, girls who laughed a little too loud at my jokes, smiled a little too long. Their attention felt intoxicating. And she never got jealous. She said she trusted me completely and that's when I started to drift. One night after a party, I made the worst mistake of my life. I cheated, just once. I told myself it didn't mean anything, that she'd never know, that I could somehow undo it. But guilt changes you. You start avoiding the person who deserves your love the most. I called less, texted less, until one day she asked me over the phone, quietly, almost breaking, "Do you still love me?" And I said the stupidest thing I've ever said. "I don't know. I need time to figure things out." When I came home for summer break, she cried, quietly, without begging. She just nodded and said, "Okay." I thought maybe she'd get over it. A week later, she sent me a message I'll never forget. "I'll wait for you. If you ever want to come back, I'll be here." I didn't reply. I thought staying silent would make it easier. It didn't. Months passed. She stopped texting, deleted her social media, changed her number. And me? I tried to move on, but no one compared. Every girl I met felt fake, self-obsessed, plastic. None of them had her warmth. None of them cared like she did. Then, one winter night, drunk and miserable, I asked an old friend about her. He sighed and told me she was seeing someone else. The same guy who had been chasing her while we were together. Apparently, after I left, she fell apart. She cried in class, barely spoke to anyone. And he was there for her. Gave her rides home, brought her chocolate, stayed when I didn't. I wanted to believe it was temporary, that she still loved me, that I could fix everything. So I worked like crazy, saved every cent I could, and bought her an engagement ring. A small diamond. Nothing fancy, but it was all I had. I thought, this is it. I'll go back. I'll apologize. I'll propose. I'll make things right, just like in the movies. When I got home, I went straight to her house. She came to the door, hair a little shorter, eyes tired, but still breathtaking. I handed her flowers, told her everything. How sorry I was, how I still loved her, how I wanted to spend my life with her. She cried. I thought it meant yes, but then, she whispered quietly, almost in defeat, "It's too late." She told me she'd been engaged for a month. To him. Their families were close. Their parents had already planned the wedding. And then she said something that, it broke me. I was as happy waiting for you as you were walking away from me. I stood there, staring, nothing I could say. She smiled sadly. You'll find someone someday, but please, disappear from my life. I handed her the flowers anyway, hiding the ring in the little box. She didn't open it. I walked away that night and I never saw her again. Years later, I still dream about her sometimes. Not the girl who got engaged. The girl who waited at the airport, holding that silly neck pillow, waving through tears, believing I'd come back. Sometimes I wake up and wonder, what if I hadn't? What if I had stayed true? What if I hadn't made the worst mistake of my life? I guess some people we let go are gone forever, and sometimes so are we.